Welcome, listeners! Today we're diving into a captivating subject, the enigmatic world of Jinn. Now, did you know that Jinn are mentioned in the Quran, but we can actually refer to them using various intriguing terms? And just to set the record straight, saying their name doesn't summon them, and they can't pop by uninvited. It's like putting up a no trespassing sign in your mind. Clear boundaries, right?
Wait, so you're saying just knowing about them or naming them doesn't actually bring them around? That's, kind of comforting, actually. It's like having a pet that won't come unless you call it, right? But I've also heard people refer to them in different ways. What's that all about?
Exactly. There are actually 7 important sects with different beliefs regarding Jinn. Many folks experience unexplained phenomena, like odd sounds at homes. These sensations can be unsettling but are generally harmless. Isn't that reassuring? I share this to alleviate fears people might have.
Oh, wow. So when you hear odd creaks at night, it could just be a jinn chilling in the corner, not a ghost or something creepy? That's fascinating. But how do different religious groups view jinn? Is it strictly a Quranic thing, or is there more to it?
Great question. Beliefs about Jinn vary among different religions. Some align with the Quran, while others connect with the Torah. Consider this. Imagine Jinn being present during ancient times, listening to prophets. They experience joy and emotion differently from humans and have distinct preferences.
So they have their own taste buds. I wonder what jinn party snacks would look like. Chuckles. But you mentioned some jinn follow the teachings of the Quran. How does that actually work?
Yes. Muslim jinn are said to adhere to the teachings of the Quran, and some found faith by listening to the prophets. However, it is deeply wrong to exploit jinn for magic or personal gain. Muslim jinn cannot be compelled against their beliefs. Meanwhile, kafir jinn, or non-believers, may perform certain tasks but are still bound by the moral laws of their existence.
Whoa, that's heavy. I didn't think about it like that. So like, jinn have their own morals too? That's kind of like how we all have our principles, right? But what about those experiences people claim to have, like seeing them or feeling them?
Absolutely. Jinn can manifest in ways that might resemble hallucinations. Yet, they exist on a different plane, interacting with our physical world. People often believe they're encountering something real, rather than just a trick of the mind. It's fascinating, really.
Oh, so it's like when you're super tired and think you see something out of the corner of your eye? That could be a jinn? Haha, that's wild. But do jinn have families or relationships like we do?
Yes, they do. Jinn actually have their own communities, cultures, and social structures that somewhat mirror humanity. They can marry and have offspring, though it's not quite like how we do. There are methods to interpret experiences with Jinn, but caution is key. There's much misunderstanding in this area.
Wow, that's seriously mind-blowing. I never thought of jinn as having their own family lives. But why are there so many fears and superstitions surrounding them? Like, why do people freak out so much?
That's an important point. Many harmful practices arise from fear-based stories surrounding Jinn. This fear can push people to find ways to ward them off or exploit them due to misunderstandings. Such narratives often stem from cultural perceptions and can create unnecessary anxiety.
Yeah, it's like that urban legend about the killer clown. It just spirals out of control. But, how can someone protect themselves if they think they're having a negative experience with jinn?
Great follow-up. Traditional wisdom suggests certain protective practices, like reciting specific verses from holy texts, which can act as a shield. Awareness is also crucial. Some seemingly harmless actions might unintentionally invite unwelcome jinn, so being informed is key.
So it's kind of like not inviting an ex to a party. Haha, way too much potential for drama. But, do you think fear will ever turn into respect for jinn, or is that just wishful thinking?
It's all about perspectives. While some still regard Jinn as threatening, understanding their existence requires a nuanced approach. One that merges traditional teachings with contemporary insights. This could significantly alter the narrative, you know?
Wow, that's a mind bender. It almost feels like we need to reframe our entire worldview to fit all of this. This conversation is way more deep than I initially thought. Thanks for shedding light on all of this.
It's my pleasure. The world of Jinn is complex and rich with fascinating history and belief. Just remember, curiosity leads to understanding.
Totally. It's like uncovering a hidden layer of reality. I'm really excited to learn more about Jinn and share these insights with others. Thanks again.